consider the next core iskcon myth, which produces the dogma to wit, the 11 Ritviks were already Diksha Gurus. This is the corollary derived from the big lie, namely that Prabhupada appointed those 11 great pretenders as gurus when he named the 11 Ritviks in July of 1977. The so-called appointment tape, which none of the devotees had access to as it was squirreled away in a vault in Los Angeles, supposedly was the proof of their appointment as Diksha Gurus. It was the appointment that never was, but this fact did not surface in any meaningful way until November of 1980. This gave those 11 men enough time to fill the centers within their zones with mostly their own improperly initiated disciples and jettison their doubtful godbrothers, those who did not accept them as Uttama Adhikaris. Once the big lie was thoroughly exposed, rationalizations concerning the zonal Acharya scheme had to be concocted. The main one was that since the GBC was allegedly non-different from Prabhupada, even though he did not appoint the 11 as gurus, the GBC did. As such, according to this rationalization, they were appointed by him through this warped, transitive logic meant only for damage control. However, there was a kind of subterranean concoction which spread, one which would not necessarily fail if the first GBC rationalization cratered, which it eventually did. It was that the appointment by Prabhupada of those Ritviks was a recognition by him that they would become initiating gurus once he left the scene. This dogma meant that they were qualified to be Diksha Gurus, but Prabhupada allegedly eased them into that by appointing them as Ritviks. The first truth which unmasks it is Palena Parichiyate, judged by the results. What were the results of them taking over the movement 4 months after Prabhupada departed? The results after a very short-term jolt of energy were disastrous. Must all the hells those 11 great pretenders put everyone through in the Hare Krishna movement be listed? The scandals, the flipping of zones, the murders at Moundsville and LA, the degeneration of the pig, the internecine wars? Prabhupada did not appoint any Diksha Gurus.